Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they play against the Connecticut Sun. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banniff. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Now here's Howard. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Smith. And here's Connecticut. Pass to Gray. Up and in on the layup.
Talk about a creative ball handler. Once Gray gets defenders off balance, it's over.
And here is Alemán. And stolen by Smith. Pass to Deladon. Three-pointer. Here's Lloyd. That's good D by Tiffany Hayes.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Offensive rebound. And good that time.
Few players make interior scoring look as effortless as Rhyne Howard does. She has got just such a fluid offensive game.
Now here's Gray. Deladon guarded by Howard. Pass to Wilson. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Alemán with it. Here's Stevens. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A prototypical stretch four. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Wilson outside. Smith outside. Gray. Pass to Wilson. From down in the low post, it goes.
Killer confidence, stays true to herself. What more do you want from Wilson? She's a terrific basketball player.
And back in 2023, the Sun traded away former MVP Jonquel Jones.
Yes, sending her to New York in a blockbuster deal. Despite losing one of the best players in the league, Connecticut went 27-13 last year, got to the WNBA semifinals, and that tells you how good this organization is.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Gray. Here's Deladon. 6 to shoot. Back to Gray. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. And they pick up 2. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Now Alemán. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Stevens. Howard inside. Smith is there. It's hauled in by Smith.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
Gray outside. Pass to Deladon. Back to Gray. Shot clock at 5. Wilson right side. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
And at 4 of 5 now, we're looking at a nice start offensively, and she looks ready to make an impact.
Now here's Alemán. Now here is Stevens. Here's Howard. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Well, when you watch Rhyne Howard, one thing is abundantly clear. She doesn't need a lot of space or time to get her shot off.
Gray with it. She's guarded by Alemán. On the wing, Alana Smith. Rebound, New York.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
Hayes. Past Alama. Howard. Deladon covering. Here's Hahn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now here's Gray. Wilson sets a screen. Pass to Deladon. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
And this point in the schedule, it can be easy for some teams to lose focus.
This is when motivation is just as important as X's and O's for a coaching staff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the season's as much of a mental grind as it is a physical grind.
And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
And when you look at the rich history of the Liberty, last year was their strongest team yet.
The most regular season games the Liberty ever won was 23. Until last year when they won 32. Brianna Stewart won MVP, beating the Aces for the Commissioner's Cup. But in the almighty WNBA Finals, the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Wilson. And here's Deladon. And here's Zandalicini. Aleman with it. Outside Stevens. Here's Zandalicini. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. The Sun leading. Smith with it. Gray. She's covered by Hahn. And Azurá Stevens picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Checking in for your son, Miller. Dana Evans.
Inside. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Pass to Zandalicini. There's a screen by Stevens. To the paint. Asia Wilson with some nice D. Now Gray. Smith. She's guarded by Stevens. And here is Gray. Now here's Smith. Clock at 6. Here's Evans. No good from outside. New York trailing here. Pass to Howard. Here's Alama. Back to Howard. Now Alama. Lets the 3 fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
That's some good awareness from Howard right there. She is excellent at getting the ball to her open teammates.
Gray outside. Now Wilson. Over Howard. And it's Wilson missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Gray. Here's Smith. She's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Here's Alama. For 3, Ryan Howard sinks the triple. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Pass to Wilson. Oh, and Han Shu says, get that out.
I love it whenever Shu uses her height to advantage on defense. An excellent swat.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Connecticut Sun, Asia Wilson.
Take a break.
Two shots.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. You guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
Good on the second free throw. And in 2023, Asia Wilson won her second straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, but Asia led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
Now here is Hayes. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Heidemann. They lead by 1. Wilson, and the layup falls.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Left side, Hayes. Off on the layup. On the wing, Dana Evans. Hawkins with it.
Working on Harrison.
Liberty foul. Isabel Harrison. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's her first trip to the line.
At the line for your Connecticut Sun, Tiana Hawkins. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Sun making a change here. So she picks up just 1 from the line that time. From deep. Wow! She hit it!
Whoa!
Incredible.
Some free points right there at the buzzer.
That was the definition of a prayer.
And it was answered.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Sun on top. They're up by 7. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
And so it's New York with it. 7-point differential. Pass is on Delasini. Hayes. And here's Gustafson. Here's Hayes. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result.
Well played right there. There's no question which team has the momentum.
It does look like this lead is headed north.
Here's Martin. Covered by Lloyd. Pass to Harrison. Shoots over Hawkins. Hits the jump hook. And so here's Connecticut. Here's Lloyd. outside Evans. Back to Lloyd. Jacks up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here is Hayes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Shoots. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
With often praised intangibles, Hayes is able to consistently put the ball through the bucket.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. We're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
And that one's good. Lloyd.
I love the confidence from Lloyd. It's really what makes her so dangerous offensively.
New York calls timeout.
Back in 2021, Jewel Lloyd put up 22 points in a quarter, a WNBA record.
Yeah, she did it in September of that year against the Mercury. Then in 2023, Lloyd leading the WNBA at almost 25 points per game. So we're talking about maybe the best scorer in the league.
Sun making a change here. Sun on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And she drops it in from the low post.
You just can't allow Deladon to get in the open court. Easy buckets for her, spelled doom for the defense.
Pass this on Delasini. Jewel Lloyd with the steal. And here we go. Sun running again. Here's Evans. No good on the three. Here's Martin. Evans covering. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Harrison. Now Hayes. Covered by Lloyd. And it's Hayes missing.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time. That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
Now Martin. Now here is Hayes. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's the lefty, Hayes, ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
The Sun on offense. 10-point lead. Hawkins outside. Evans. Outside Lloyd. Deladon inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Blends length with strength so effectively. Deladon doesn't mind playing physical.
Pass this on Delasini. Back to Hayes. And as the shot clock expires, 24-second violation. The Liberty making a switch here. Now here's Gray. Hawkins, covered by Gustafson. Back to Gray. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes a traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Well, Megan Gustafson was the original star from Iowa, scoring 28 points per game as a senior.
Yeah, she didn't get, the hype of the latest Iowa star, Caitlin Clark. Megan, though, was a National Player of the Year herself. And the lefty has been a quality WNBA player.
Second free throw, no good.
And a trend over the last few years, Brian. Less players are going overseas to play during the offseason.
And that's great for the WNBA. Increased salaries have helped big time.
And with more players staying in the United States during the offseason, we don't see as many season-ending injuries that happen in the offseason away from the W.
Number 22, Isabel Harrison.
Howard, covered by Lloyd. From past the arc, Ryan Howard, and that's good.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
And here's Gray. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Well, despite that possession, something I've liked is the way they played under control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
Aleman with it. Pass to Stevens. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Now here's Della Don. She has 6. Zandalasini pulls it in. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Alema, Gray defending. Now here's Aleman. Defense is right there. Howard gets the bucket.
Things are really clicking for Howard on the offensive end, and her team should keep feeding her when she's on a roll like this.
Now Gray. Pass to Deladon. Falls back and drains the fadeaway J.
So fundamentally sound. While others try to get too fancy, Deladon will beat you with the basics.
Now here's Aleman. Zandalasini. Deladon covering. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. It's rebounded by Elena Deladon. Pass to Gray. Wilson sets a screen. Deladon with it. She's guarded by Aleman. And Elena Deladon gets the 3.
A confident shooter who never really hesitates. If Deladon gets a look, she's taking it. And usually making it.
Now here's Howard. 12 points for her. For 3. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Blessed with incredible height. Born to dominate around the basket.
And the Sun call time here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Deladon.
They grab their own miss.
A nice shot by Wilson.
Rebounds well and has a knack for converting offensive rebounds into points. Wilson is electric.
Now here's Howard to the right side. From outside the arc, Wilson pulls it down. And so here's Connecticut. Shoots. And there's another one for the Sun.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Now here is Stevens. 6 points for her. Howard. Elena Deladon with the rebound. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Gray. Pass to Deladon. Over Howard. And again, it's Connecticut.
Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
And it's New York's ball. Trailing by 17. Outside Stevens. Hayes the screen. The 3 ball. And Stevens is good for 3.
That gets her going here in the second quarter after hitting 2 from long range in the first.
Here's Gray. Pass to Deladon. Out to Gray. Takes the 3. The second chance effort. Deladon's shot is off.
It seems like they're getting a little complacent here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen their free throw attempts stagnate. Not getting much going inside. They can't get too comfortable.
Now here's Hahn. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Deladon. Lloyd. She's guarded by Hayes. Chelsea Gray for 3. And it's good! The buzzer! Wow!
And that is a dagger on the way to the locker room. I don't care how you look at it. That 3-pointer feels like a 6-pointer coming when it did right at the end of the half.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Sun on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. It's been a clinic out there by Deladon.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
And here is Alemán. Pass to Hahn. Outside Howard. Hayes. Here's Stevens, covered by Smith. Back to Hayes. 4 on the clock. Here's Stevens. Over Smith. The shot by Stevens, no good.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising, given their advantage on the glass.
Now here's Gray. A 17-point lead, and it's their biggest. This one for 3. New York with the rebound. Outside Howard. Pass to Hahn. Outside Hayes. Fires the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
An offensive powerhouse. When Hayes is feeling it, she has the range to stretch the floor.
Now here's Gray. She's guarded by Alemán. Deladon with it. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. On with the ball. Outside Howard. Shot clock at 6. Hayes up top, covered by Lloyd. And that one's good. Hayes. And confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, the scoreboard tells the story.
Now here's Gray. She's guarded by Aleman. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty.
Liberty ball.
And the Liberty call time here.
Her shot selection hasn't been great tonight. A lot of forced contested shots all game. She'll be lucky if she just gets a talking to here instead of being taken out of the game.
Pass to Stevens. Howard. Deladon covering. Back to Stevens. 6 to shoot. Over Smith. The shot by Stevens, no good. Now here's Wilson. She's guarded closely. And here's Deladon, guarded by Howard. Deladon, no good. Here's New York now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Stevens. Howard inside, covered by Smith. A shot by Howard, no good. Smith inside, on her. Shot's good by Smith.
Quality dish by Wilson. Good heads-up basketball helps her find the open player.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. Just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing third in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
Now here is Lloyd. 11 points in the game. Deladon inside, guarded by Howard. That one goes in.
Another basket, and if you were to create an offensive player, it might look like Elena Deladon. The size, the skill to score from anywhere.
Here's Stevens. 9 points in the game. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
And Connecticut has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gray outside. Pass to Deladon. Puts up a 3. For the basket. Her 8 for 13 from the floor.
More than capable of spacing the floor with her shooting. Deladon, a dangerous threat from downtown.
And here is Aleman. Now Stevens. Tipped away. Now here's Smith. Guarded by Howard. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Aleman. Gray defending. Outside Howard. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something's off with her mechanics, I think.
Gray outside. Pass to Deladon. They double-team Elena Deladon. It's good.
The size of Deladon is a lot for a defense, especially when she's looking to scoring close.
Outside Stevens. Just 5 on the clock. Alema. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hahn. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
The big setter, Shu, with the quick trigger.
And Connecticut has possession. 15-point game. Outside Evans. Lloyd. Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Gray with it. The shake. Outside Evans. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense.
Liberty substitution. Number 22, Isabel Harrison.
Now Martin. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass is on Delasini. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Evans. Gray outside. Back to Evans. Wilson outside. Lloyd. Here's Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
And the foul on Gray. That is her first foul of the game.
In for Liberty. Number 17, Megan Gustafson.
To the wing on the left. Jewel Lloyd with the steal. And the Sun pushing it up now. Gray, that's good.
The quicks of Gray on display, but also her skill moving fast and finishing a break is not easy.
Pass to Gustafson. Let's go with a 3. And the 3 ball is good.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Now here's Gray. 9 points in the game. Outside Lloyd. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
Now here's Gustafson. He's tightly guarded. And this is her second trip to the line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Liberty, Megan Gustafson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one falls for her. That one falls, so she hits both of them. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here is Lloyd. 13 points in this game. Hawkins right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Evans. No good with the triple. And it's New York's ball. Trailing by 17. Here's Martin. still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Harrison. It doesn't go for her. Tiana Hawkins with some nice D. Left side, Lloyd. Heidemann. Back to Lloyd. Beyond the arc.
Hahn grabs the miss. Now here's Gustafson.
6 points for her. To the inside. And that one's good.
Hahn.
Some physicality from Hahn. Love seeing that.
Here's Heidemann. 15-point game. Outside Lloyd. Wilson. She's covered by Hahn. Back to Lloyd. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Up the floor. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
It's tough to stop Hahn clean inside, not only because of her size, but also because of how well she uses that size.
And the second free throw, good.
More than just really tall, almost 7 feet. Han's shoe is super skilled, can hit threes, and obviously just a menace defensively.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
And here's Martin.
Here's Gustafson. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Sun on top, leading by 17. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Connecticut has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Deladon outside. No good on the triple. Here's Zandalasini. Evans covering. Stolen by Hawkins. Elena Deladon for three. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
Here's Martin.
Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
That's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
Gray outside. Elena Deladon on the wing. Off the mark there with the three.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Stolen by Chelsea Gray. Pass to Evans.
And the league is expanding for the 2025 season. Very exciting. What do you guys think is the best part about it?
Well, for me, it's the extra roster spots. There are so many talented players in women's basketball right now. And the W, it's really needed more space, more spots, more places on the roster for a while now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you look at the last cut lists back in May, right before the season, there are some serious hoopers on them.
The rebound by the Liberty. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the middle. No luck on that one. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Launches it. drills it from outside.
Well, Evans can absolutely knock it down. She's very patient and makes sure she gives the shot everything she has.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Zondalesini. Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to end the cold run. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Keep the game simple. When Harrison gets some space, sees the mid-range jumper open up, she takes it.
Now here's Deladon, defended by Harrison. Deladon, no good.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Pass to Martin. Here's Zondalesini. They set a pick. And here's Martin. From deep. Isabel Harrison on the wing. Zondalesini. Evans covering. Now Harrison. And she's good on the 3 ball.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Pass to Gray. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Connecticut.
This is who Gray is. A terrific shooter who seeks payback when you drain one on her squad.
Here's Martin. Gray defending. Gustafson with it. Now Zondalesini. Pass to Gustafson. Shoots over Hawkins. Misses the jumper. The Sun on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Inside. Rebound New York. Here's Martin. Harrison with the ball. Pass to Zondalesini. Now Gustafson. Hawkins covering. Gustafson can't hit.
They were ready for her there. I mean, just totally collapsed the D on her.
Now here's Deladon, defended by Harrison.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and got the board.
And we've talked about this. One of the major challenges in the W is travel.
Well, you know, you look at just the geography of the league. Most of the teams are on the West Coast or on the East Coast. So you end up with really long flights to play those interconference games.
And it just tells you that resting between games is so important. Diet, sleep, taking care of your body is crucial.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
Start it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Connecticut has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Gray outside. Pass to Lloyd. Now here's Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hahn. A nice shot by Wilson.
Yeah, just an elegant offensive weapon. Wilson has way too many go-to moves to count. Defenses have a hard time keeping up with her.
Outside Howard. Hahn. Back to Howard. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That's on Elena Deladon. The first free throw is good.
You know, Ryan Howard has got a good sense for finding her shots, and she is always ready to attack, which means the defense essentially has to watch her at all times.
Now here's Gray. Back to Smith. Pass to Deladon. Out to Gray. The 3. Offensive board. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two.
Second personal foul.
A versatile big with an array of moves at her disposal. Defenders struggle to keep up with Smith.
And so she makes both from the line. And so it's New York with it. Aleman with it. Right side, Stevens. Over to the wing. Now here's Aleman. Tight defense on her. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hayes. Drains the 19-footer. Now here's Gray. Pass to Deladon. Smith with it. She's guarded by Stevens. Smith, no good.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
And now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. Well, I didn't see her come out of the game.
Number 22.
When you see a player have to come out of the game like this, I mean, I'm just hoping for the best.
Absolutely. Let's hope we get an update that tells us it's nothing major. That would be the best news.
Now here's Harrison. Howard. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Liberty.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite the deficit.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Tim, right? I mean, another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
You got to force the issue when you're down, as you were saying.
Now here's Deladon. In transition, here come the Liberty. Here's Howard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, I think Howard was the right option there on the fast break because she is a gifted scorer who is no stranger to strong finishes.
Here's Gray.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Deladon. Yes, it's good.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here is Hayes from downtown. It's rebounded by Elena Deladon. Now here's Gray. She's guarded by Aleman. Gray outside. Pass to Deladon. Now Lloyd. Over Hayes. And it's Lloyd missing. And the Liberty with possession here. They trail by 16. Here's Harrison, covered by Smith. Screened by Aleman. Isabel Harrison on the wing. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Personal foul.
And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
Just doing battle inside. Harrison gets a trip to the line where she's a solid foul shooter.
So both teams making some changes here. And she makes both free throws. And so here's Connecticut. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Davis. 3-on-3. Now Zandelasini. And here's Martin. Clock at 6. The 3. Miller grabs the miss. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
They've got to be happy with the effort, the result, the outcome. Great night.
W is a W. The Sun taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and they did a great job of executing.